Dude, I hate that my laugh sounds like a knoll from World of Warcraft. Like, okay, so Bombaclat, here we go again. We'll start with that. I've no idea what the fuck that means. And the next comment would be the video feels rather improv. I don't know if it's just me. There are more significant factors we need to consider. Plus, there are some points that you gave, and it feels like it's from your perspective and your opinion, which I said in the video. So I mean that makes sense. This video doesn't feel like you're comparing the games, but your experiences with the game, which is kind of what I'm doing, right? I'm not saying. I mean, I did say that Woo isn't like as good as it's hard to explain. All right, let me get there. Let me get there. So, and he says, of course this is my take on the vid. Nevertheless, I see that you're planning to double down on this, and I highly anticipate it. Keep it up. See, nice words from a person. Someone didn't agree with what I said, and they were nice about it, and that's cool. I like that. We're not all meanie buttheads in here. I'm a Genshin good boy. All right, we need to be nice. So, the next one that I like this comment a lot. I really, really do, because I can agree with some of the things that they said, and I can disagree with some of the things that they said. So, like, personally, like they say, personally, I don't like Genshin simply for the fact that you either don't pull who you want, or you have to spend more since it's exploration locked. I play games for the exploration, so why would I play a game where I need to spend $200 to $300 for a character where I can fly in different and that I can fly for a character that can fly when a different game offers exploration that is the same between all characters, standard or limited. All the worlds between Hoyo and Kuro are bland. ZZZ has a shit story and dialogue. See, I do agree with their, like, Hoyo's worlds are a little bit more bright and well-lived, I guess is what I want to say, than, like, Kuro's are, in my opinion. ZZZ has a shit story and dialogue. I thought the dialogue was okay. Like, I like how the dialogue is delivered, so, I mean, like, that's okay. HSR has terrible storytelling, isn't a fucking yap fest. Yes, it is. Like, when Penacony launched, I fucking hated it. I hated Penacony. Penacony is the land of minigames and yapping. That's all it fucking was. And now, where are we at? HSR has terrible storytelling and a yap fest. Genshin has Paimon, who reiterates everything back to you like a child, or a character, like a child, and character-locked exploration, Chapter 1, Act 1 through 3. Yeah. Or no, Chapter 1, Act 3 in Wuwa is terrible. Yeah, the playing of the story in Wuwa it's just, I can't do it. It's just boring, and I have to hit skip, so I feel disconnected from it, so I have no want to do the story. Now, with Genshin, with Paimon, right? Someone else commented on here, being like, oh, imagine, like, being like, aren't you 30? Imagine liking Paimon. Like, okay, first of all, 31. So, second of all, I never said I liked Paimon. I do like Paimon more than I like Abby, though. But fuck, I don't like Paimon. And this person also says that the developers of Wuwa listen to feedback from the community and everything. Yeah, I said that. I immediately, after I said that about one of the other games I was talking about, I immediately went back and put that on the list for Wuwa. So yeah, I agree. They listen and they try to change and adapt to their fans. But I just don't think that the pieces are put together correctly. And they also say they play ZZZ because it's bearable. Yeah, I play ZZZ because it's bearable as well. It's probably the one that I play most frequently now. Like, I haven't played Genshin or Wuwa or HSR or... I mean, I played a little bit of ZZZ with this last patch, but I've kind of been out of the gacha game and more or less just been lurking through gacha communities and just, like, listening to what people have to say. Because I've been really trying to convince myself that Wuwa is as good as what people say it is. It's like with Dragon's Dogma. Everyone talked the shit out of Dragon's Dogma, so I had to fucking buy that game. I bought the game, and I fucking hate it. I suck at fucking Dark Souls style games. And I know it's not exactly like a one-to-one Souls-like, but fuck, dude. I suck so bad. I suck so fucking bad, dude. Like, big dicks. And with Wuwa, I don't think it's I don't think it's that I suck. I don't think it is, because I think I'm fine. I played the game fine. The game's not hard, but I don't know. It's just the pieces aren't put together correctly. The last thing that I want to comment on about the comment that I was just talking about, is they say, just because Genshin has too simple combat isn't challenging by any means. I agree that the combat is very simple and it's not very challenging at all. But because of how simple it is, because of my simple caveman brain, I can have more fun with it because I'm not worrying about if an intro skill is ready or if an outro skill is as good as it should be. You know, there's just certain arbitrary things that I just don't find fun about Wuwa. I'll move on to the next one. This person says, I agree on some of the points about Wuwa. The dialogues in VA, for English at least, feels flat, but they are improving compared to 1.0. They are improving, but it still just isn't... It doesn't have that cringy English anime charm that others do. Camilla's story and I can't pronounce that name's fight against Jue are one of the best cutscenes. Yeah, they have some cool cutscenes, but I don't play gacha games for the parts that I can't play. And with Wuwa's MC, they are strong, more useful than Traveler. But I can agree with you there. But in my opinion, that's only because there's a more diverse combat situation going on there. So, yeah, he does some more powerful things. And I'm sure he's going to get even more powerful when the game's going to get even better or whatever. But this person also says that Havoc MC is one of the best DPS in the game. My rover erases every enemy before I can even look at it, so I don't know why they're weak for you. I don't know why either. Maybe it's because I'm not using the Havoc, because I find the Havoc like animations and like the playstyle for the Havoc rover, like I find it very like there's not enough oomph to it. You know what I mean? Like there's just not. It doesn't feel like it's like heavy enough, if that makes sense. I feel like it should be a heavier feeling when you're using a Havoc fucking whatever the fuck it's called, typing or whatever, like it's Pokemon. Now, Genshin is more colorful with great lore storytelling, which is lacking recently in Natlan. I agree. Natlan was pretty fucking lame, dude. And I even went pretty hard on 5.0. But Wuwa having a more post-apocalyptic aesthetic, I don't think that that's the reason why I don't like it. I think the reason why I don't like it is because, like, remember when it first launched, you had to, like, fuck with, like, the brightness to get the color saturation correctly? Like, it's just shit like that. Like, it's stuff like that. Regarding the team comp, Genshin is more restrictive. If you want Melt, Vape, or any certain team, you cannot bring... Yes, in a way, but also no, because there's so many fucking characters that you can get different playstyles for different fucking, what's it called, elementals or whatever the fuck, you know? Wuwa is diverse, and Renacida, I haven't been able to fully experience it because I just can't connect. I can't connect to the story. Like, I feel like in like 1.0, like the story that Wuba had in the beginning of it, I felt like it was very rushed. I felt it was very rushed to be very mythical, like Genshin was. So I felt like they were trying too hard to be what people wanted Genshin to be, instead of what they wanted their gacha game to be, if that makes sense. Now, they're talking about the Melt, Vape, or certain reaction teams. You can't do that. In ZZZ, you can run double DPS, one-slot healer, no healer, and you have all the good skills. And some people run Ellen and Harumasa. and then they hit it with the TLDR. No, Genshin isn't better. Tecton isn't wrong. You just find Genshin more comfortable. Now, Genshin is a better game. Like, objectively, Genshin is a better game than Wuwa is. It's not... They don't do combat better. They don't do some character design better. They don't do some certain things better, Genshin. But they are a better complete package, if that makes sense. I don't know if I'm wording it correctly, but if you were to, like, give somebody, like, if you were to wrap Genshin and Wuwa up in a gift box, right? And you were to gift it to someone at one point or another, like if you were to give them Genshin first, or give them Wuwa first, and then come back later and then give them Genshin, I feel like they're gonna be like, why didn't you give me this first? Like, this is like a finished product. It's not like something that's continuously adapting to an ever-changing player base that is never sure of what they actually want. They just want to... They don't know if they want to spend money, or they don't know... You know, it's... I feel like we don't know what we want. I feel like I don't know what I want. I feel like I don't know what I'm talking about. But I do. I know what I'm talking about. I've sunk hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours into all of these games. And I have done all the necessary fucking... farming here and farming there and farming for this and farming for that, and I strongly feel that Wuwa is not complete. It's just all of the puzzle pieces are there. It is just not complete. And yeah, and I know that doesn't make some people feel happy to, like, look at the facts like that, but you kind of got to realize that just because Wuwa is giving you what Genshin couldn't doesn't really mean it's as great as you say it is. It's just, in my opinion, what you're doing is you're selling Wuwa short. You're not allowing, by craving all of this Genshin bullshit into your Wuwa game, you're erasing what Wuwa could be, if that makes sense.